This screencast is going to take a look at Pages. Pages is the Cadillac of word processing. So in the bottom corner you see TC Studio, and then right next to that you see an orange one with a little pencil, and that's Pages. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. The first time you open this, it might go over like, welcome to new pages, blah, blah, blah. No problem. Now, I was recently working on a Pages document. So what this has done is it automatically has brought me back to the document that I was previously working on. So I'm going to minimize my keyboard here for a second. And I'm going to go back and hit Documents. And so right here, this is kind of like your hard drive of what you have left. So you can see I have 7 items and I have 1.3 gigs left. And that's on my entire storage on my iPad. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Create Document. And it's going to give you a template, and it gives you lots and lots of templates. So you can see on the top in the orange going from new all the way over to miscellaneous and everything in between. There are different templates that are available. I'm going to click on newsletters only because the last newsletter in this option here is something that I put together all the time when I was still in the classroom, and I sent out to my parents every other week. It was great and easy, and it kind of just looks good. Professional. I wouldn't have been able to do that on the fly, just a plain old document. So you have those newsletter options. I'm going to hit back here, and you can see there's flyers and posters. Hopefully I won't have to do one for found dog. So I can hit back there again. If you're creating a resume, you can do that. This is really neat. Thinking about what we did in Book Creator a couple modules ago, they now are starting to put books together that you can put in an EPUB format. So that's available to you as well. But for intents and purposes, I'm just going to come down here to my recent and go to blank, just so I can show you the basics of Pages. So I can start to type just like I normally would. So now what I can do is I can highlight this text here, and notice my menu comes up, and I can cut, copy, delete, link, bookmark, highlight, comment, or style. I like to take, and let's just take the word great, and I have the paintbrush up here. When I click the paintbrush, my paragraph style I can change. So if I wanted that to be a heading or a body or a caption or whatnot, so that's there for me. I'm going to hit text to go back. My font is that font there, but I can change this font to many other different types of fonts. So I can make this one right here, and notice that changes. I'm going to hit text to go back. I can bold, italicize, underline, strike through. The 3 dots there. I can also go all caps, small caps, title case. So I have all those, and then I have text background if I wanted to. My text color, I can click on that and I can change it. So right now, those are presets. Here's some colors that I have. So maybe I'm going to make that part blue. I could also go to color, and it gives me that, so I can make it red. I have gradient, so the start color, end color, and then I can change it to an image. Okay, so if I hit text and go back, I also have bulleted lists, line spacing, columns, and then drop cap is something that's fairly new in Pages. So that's going to take that first letter and make it a little bit more professional. Kids like that look, don't they? So then I have options for the drop, and then so you can do a bunch of different things in there as well and get creative. So that was by simply highlighting it and then hitting the paintbrush. Next to the paintbrush is a little plus sign. When I click on that, this is where the power of Pages comes in. I can insert a picture or video by just simply clicking on this, and it'll take me to my camera roll, which is great. I could also take a picture right in here, and I'll take a picture. Oh, again, it's let me reverse it. I won't scare you too much. So I can insert that into my Pages. There it is. And I can pinch and make that picture smaller if I wanted to. Okay, so that was by clicking the plus button, and I can also record audio. I have an image gallery, so when I click on this, it takes you right there. So it kind of puts it into a little bit more of a perspective, makes it a little bit nicer if you wanted to. So that's there. I have a drawing, so if I wanted to draw something, so there's my thickness. I'm on Smart Annotation. Okay, so I can change my colors and I can do all that stuff down there. If I want to erase something, I could erase, I could lasso it, and then hit done. When I go back to the plus button one more time, I have the equation for any of my math teachers that are out there. So now you have all that different stuff, or you can type or paste LaTeX or MathML content in there. So that was by hitting the plus button. The next one becomes really powerful, and that is when you can now collaborate on pages. And here's the directions. You have to set up iCloud. Go to settings and sign in with your Apple ID, then turn on iCloud Drive and iCloud Drive for Pages and move this document to the iCloud. And then you can start to collaborate with somebody like you can in Google Docs and Office 365 and those types of things. So that's powerful. And then when I click the three dots, this is where it becomes really neat. I can share this, I can export it, I can print it. I can change the tracking so I can look to see like what was modified or whatnot. If I had an Apple Pencil, there's settings for the Apple Pencil. I don't have an Apple Pencil, so I don't have that. If you're really stuck, you can go to the Pages Help, what's new, and then send feedback. But what's really cool here is you have the export, and this